Hi there. Just by way of introduction, I was rooting about in some drawers a couple of months ago, just before Christmas actually, and I found this. It's a voice recorder, and the history is that years and years ago, I would imagine, where mid 90s, I gave it to my dad and said, you would chronicle your life a little bit because it had been an interesting one, and thought no more of it. Obviously, my dad died in 1999, and it kind of turned up, and what do you know, on it was a small a small tape, a mini cassette, and he'd only gone and done it, hadn't he? So I'm going to try and pull a few of the themes together for you, and this starts off with his early experiences at first school, run by the nuns, and I guess we kind of have to remember that context is everything. The O'Brien Street that he talks about is quite I suppose, an up-end little business park with some houses on it now. In Tullamore, it certainly wasn't the case then. It was very much the other side of the tracks, and I think 11 of them were brought up in a very small, maybe two bedroom house. And I clearly remember at the back it was just basically scratch farming was done. That did not too much of a formal education. Basically, you were out selling your labour. That's what you did from the time you were about sort of 10, 11. And there was a big joke in school that they knew when it was raining because my dad had been in school. Other times he'd be out, say, on the land selling labour. Such was poverty. Anyway, have a listen to it. It very much captures the essence of the guy, but also just what reliance on charity can do. Not only in terms of we should be doing better than this, but I sense an enormous dignity about it. So before we get into it, I will say that it commences with some quite heavy breathing. Dad at this stage of his life was struggling to catch his breath and to keep his breath. I think he probably his lungs were pretty much wrecked working with brass and other quite toxic metals in Burmese quadcast during the Second World War. So I think he was just a bit tense at the start of it, but he starts to hit his pace, and that stops. So there we go. Please enjoy.
My name is Pat Dooner. I was born and raised in O'Brien Street. I was born in 1914. I will try and tell you my life story. I can remember when I went to school, I went to the nuns' school, and my mother used to give me a bowl of porridge going to school. And then when I got to the school, the nuns used to give me a cup of hot milk and a round of bread. I wasn't the only one, there was quite a few of us. Then when that was finished, then we went into the classroom. We went into the classroom, and we had a slide. We used to do prayers. Prayers were the first thing we used to do. And then when that was done, then we used to have a little tray with sand in it. And we used to do all our drawing in that, writing our names and making all sorts of things. And that went on for quite a long time. And then the nuns used to tell us little stories off a book from one to another. I remember that very well. And then we was introduced to a slate with a wooden surrounding and a piece of chalk. Then that went on for quite a long time, and we was doing that. We thought that was great, and we was doing that, and anyway, then we had a piece of paper and a pencil. We done some up with the pencil. And we was trying doing that then for us quite some time, and then it was time for us to be moving on up into the master school.